y'all? It's your girl Tati by T.I. and I'm back in these streets with another motherfucking video. You feel me? So y'all, as you can tell by the title, today's story time is about basically fake friends. And if you can feel it, like you feel it in your stomach, you know, like gut feelings and the intuitions and stuff, and if you feel like somebody not being 100% with you, then if you feel that, I mean, I'm not gonna say completely cut them off, but watch out for them, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of like a little fall back, a little keep your distance, hold up, because sooner or later they might show you why you know you should trust your gut. So we gonna start with the story time, because this story time takes place at the most famous wreck or whatever. If you don't know what wreck I'm talking about, go watch my last story time. I'm put up here somewhere, whatever. But go ahead and watch my last story time when I was talking about the other girl that I had met at the wreck or whatever. So if you didn't watch that story time, go watch that, so you know what I'm talking about. But basically, I had met, we're gonna call her Undercover. That's her name, Undercover. The reason her name is Undercover because basically she's one of the friends that's like, you know, the friends, like, they act like they your friend and stuff, but they really not, you know, mess with you, mess with your vibe, mess with your energy. You know what I'm saying? They just secretly don't want you to win in life, or they secretly don't like you, but they just friends with you anyways, which, you know. So she's one of them friends or whatever. So it's like an airplane just rolled by, y'all. I swear it did. Like, what? But y'all, I'm so stuck on how I look, because I really just kind of like wash my face, brush my teeth, and then turn on the video, because I haven't talked to y'all in a minute. So, but we just not gonna get distracted. Anyway, let's get into the story time, y'all. So yeah, this took place at the wreck or whatever, and I had met her through the boy I was talking to at the time, who was my boyfriend, now ex or whatever. We gonna call him Leprechaun. The reason why he named him Leprechaun is because he's shorter than me, y'all. So I'm 5'5" or whatever, so he like an inch or two like shorter than me, so he comes to like my shoulders to like right here or whatever, so not that tall or whatever. And we also call him Leprechaun because he jump around all the time like he's a rabbit. Like, we would go places, y'all, and he would do splits and tricks and everything. Like, you know that story about like tricks are for kids. Like, yeah, it's like doing tricks, splits all the time, y'all. And y'all, I'm not gonna say too much because I'm gonna do a separate story time on Leprechaun, but hopefully I get the gist or whatever. So I had met her through Leprechaun. So before I even came to the wreck or whatever, her and Leprechaun, they was talking before me, like before me or whatever, before I even came in the picture though. They was already talking and stuff like that. So I remember I had first came in there or whatever, and I was with this girl who, I was with one of the girls, damn, I forgot her name or whatever. It wasn't Forgive Me Nots, and it wasn't Flip Flop. It was the other one, the third one or whatever. It was her. I was with her or whatever, and you know, she already knew him, so she was talking to him, and she just introduced me to him, and he was just like looking at me, like, you know how guys look at you, whatever. He was just looking at me and stuff like that. So like, he was talking about her or whatever. I didn't really care because I was basically like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know these people, so I'm just gonna be quiet, because I'm the type of person, if I don't have nothing to say, I'm not going to say anything. Like, I'll talk when I feel like there's a need to talk, or I'm going to talk if I have something to say to, you know, just to add to conversation. You know what I'm saying? But if I don't know, if I don't have nothing, I'm just not going to talk. So you just talking about her and stuff, and I'm just like, he look at me, what you think? You know? And then after that, I was just like, well, you know, because at the time, I was kind of like a little shy. I'm not going to say I was kind of like a little shy, because I still am shy or whatever, but I'm not as shy as I used to be, because I don't know, but I'm not as shy as I used to be. I'm like more like talkative and more outgoing or whatever. The way y'all be seeing me, or y'all, this is me when I'm by myself, completely alone. When I'm around people, y'all, I be a little in my shell a little bit, just a little on guard. You know what I'm saying? So he looked at me, told him, what you think? And I was basically like, I don't know, because I don't know her. So I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about her because I don't know her. So he like, okay. So after that, y'all, I was coming to the wreck, like I said, all the time. That's when I first came in there and stuff. So I was obviously going there all the time. So every time I would come in there, whatever, he would always talk to me, you know, flirt with me, stuff like that. And I'm just over here like, yeah, okay. So after that, because at first, because I don't know what it is about me, but like, I don't usually like people first. Like I like to get to know people, you know, start a friendship and stuff like that. But we kind of just like jumped in. We didn't even build a foundation first. We kind of just jumped in with like, oh yeah, you're my boyfriend, you're my girlfriend, woo woo, yeah, or whatever. Just because I thought he was a nice guy or whatever. So fast forward, I had found out that they had stopped talking because of him, because he was like, you know, F her, I'm not talking to her no more, woo woo, blah blah blah. So that's when he tried to talk to me and stuff like that. And at first I wasn't really, you know, I wasn't really interested. And then as time going on, he kept like being persistent. So I'm like, okay, maybe if he being persistent, I'm gonna give him a chance. So me and him, we started talking or whatever. So we gonna fast forward to the part where she come in. So basically, it was one day we was at the rec. I was at the front with him, like sitting at the front with him and talking to him. By this time, me and him, we was talking by the time this happened. So I'm gonna say we was like 3, maybe 4 weeks into talking. So at the time, we was just talking, like strictly talking or whatever. I guess you could say like starting today or whatever, but we liked each other, I guess you could say. So after that or whatever, she came in there and she started yelling at him, like immediately off the bat. She ain't yelling at me, she immediately off the bat, she started yelling at him or whatever. And that's when he was just looking at her like, what are you talking about? So now she's talking something. You could have told me that she was dating her and you was talking to her, and that's when he was just looking stuck. Like he ain't nothing to say. So that's when she was like, I don't care about you dating or talking to her. I don't care about that, because that's what she kept repeating. She kept saying, I don't care about that. What I care about is the fact that you sat up there and me and you, we was friends at this point. Like me and you, we was friends and stuff at this point. But you sat up there, you could have told me you was talking to her and stuff like that and woo. So I'm just over here confused, because I'm confused. Like if they still talking, if they still, you know, whatever they was doing, whatever the situation was, because I'm not about to break up no happy home, no none of that. I'm not about to jump none of that. If y'all was already talking before me, so if y'all still talking, you know what I'm saying, y'all can go ahead and to do that. I would just nicely exclude myself. So that's when she's like, you know what I'm saying, she's not really, she said she not talking to him. She said she had a whole husband, boyfriend already or whatever. She said she was just entertaining him or whatever, her words or whatever. That's what she said in her mouth. So that's when I'm like, oh, okay. She said, or whatever, if you talking to him, you know what I'm saying, you can go ahead or whatever. I already got a whole boyfriend, husband, whatever or whatever. And she was like, she got the guy tattooed on her. So obviously, if you got somebody tattooed on, you're not really gonna leave them alone for like a cool little minute or whatever. So after that or whatever, I'm like, oh, okay, you know, stuff like that. So that's when fast forward, me and him, I want to say we officially together, like boyfriend, girlfriend, you know what I'm saying? So I want to say this was like 4 months or whatever. And like it came to my attention that it was like a day I wasn't there. I think I was doing something or whatever. I was handling priorities. I'm pretty sure I was or whatever. But handling priorities, and it was like 4 months in. So I heard that he was like touching her, you know, like grabbing her by the way, picking her up and stuff like that. And I'm over here like, if you have a girlfriend, you're not supposed to be doing those type of things. I mean, I don't know. Maybe everybody got their own preferences, but me personally, I'm not about to. We're not doing that. You have a whole girlfriend. So after that or whatever, when it came back to me, it was like, oh yeah, she was letting him do it and stuff, and she was flirting with him back when that wasn't the case, because long story short, she wasn't even flirting with him back. She was telling him to stop, like, don't shoot a whole girl and stuff. But she was like laughing it off and joking with it and stuff. So that was already a red flag like that. But when that came back to me, I had a conversation with him, and I'm like, look, you know what I'm saying, if you still have feelings for her, if you want to go back to her, you can go ahead and do that. I'm not sending nobody away. You know what I'm saying? So after that, he would just give me the runaround like, oh yeah, it's not like that, with a woo, you know. Me and her, we just cool, stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? But you over here picking her up and grabbing her by the waist like you don't have a whole girl. Like, I'm confused. So he saw some, it was just, you know, basically telling me it was just a mistake. So I talked to her, had a conversation with her, and she was like, you know what I'm saying, I was like telling him to stop and stuff like that. I don't even want him for real. She kept saying that. She said, I don't want him and stuff like that. And she was like, what else she say? I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. But she was like, I don't want him and stuff. She was like, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, she was like, he really do love you and stuff like that. Like, he really do want to be with you and things like that. Like, just look at him, and like he was like, those other people, like, he was looking at me, but he was trying to act like he wasn't listening to our conversation. He wasn't trying to eavesdrop when he was trying to eavesdrop, because me and her, we was out in the open, but we was also in the cut at the same time. So he was always coming in that area for something or always walking past, just looking. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, she had got her place and stuff. So everybody was going over, not everybody, but like people was going over her house that she was cool with at the rec, and people was at the rec, they was going to her house and stuff like that. So, you know, a few people came up to me, they asked me was I going and stuff like that, and I was basically like, no, because I said no only because, like, you know, for one, I don't know the girl. We don't talk like that. 3, we're not friends. At that point, we wasn't friends when she first got her place. But me and her, we wasn't friends. You know what I'm saying? And I personally don't go places where for one, I'm not invited, and then 2, I don't even know everybody there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, they're setting me up because, you know, what if something go down, go off of me? But what if something went down? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just there. Like, I don't even know nobody. And these people are not my friends. So I'm just going to be looking stupid. So I just was like, yeah, nah, I'm going to go home. Because I was like, yeah, nah, I got things to do anyway. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to go home, you know, sit in my, you know, house and things like, not my house, but my apartment and stuff like that. You know, chill and stuff like that. So they were like, oh, okay. So the next day I had came up to the rec or whatever, and she was like, you could have came and stuff like that. Like, I would have had minded you coming. You know, you're cool. You seem cool and stuff like that. So I was like, that's real nice, but I don't know. I was like, I just want to go home anyways. So it's fine. So she like, okay, so next time if you want to come, just let me know. You know, just being real nice. She was just basically saying, like, I was more than welcome to come to her house. And I was like, you know, I appreciate that, but I'm going to just go ahead and stay home for now. Mainly because, like I said, I didn't know her. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know her, and I'm not about to go somewhere where I don't, it's not even not know nobody. It's just, I don't go places where I'm not invited. Like, if you didn't ask me, I'm not going to go. And even if you do invite me, sometimes I still won't go because I'd rather just, you know, stay home and stay out the mix and stay out the way because, you know, things go down, things happen, and I'd rather just not be there. So, fast forward, me and her, we had started getting cool because we started hanging with Flip Flop. If you don't know who Flip Flop is, go back to the first story time. But y'all didn't really get a feel of Flip Flop, so I'm gonna do a separate story time on Flip Flop as well. But we had started hanging out with Flip Flop, and we gonna call this other girl. What we gonna call it? We gonna call her Unknown. The reason why her name is Unknown is basically because, like, she don't really got no big part to play, but she plays a role, I guess you could say. But me and her, we weren't per se friends. We were just acquaintances or whatever. Not even acquaintances. I'm just gonna say we was cool. So me, Flip Flop, Undercover, and Unknown, we was all hanging together at the time or whatever. So, you know, she had invited, like, all of us over her house and stuff, because, like I said, she got a place. And she was like, Undercover said that she didn't want a lot of people at her place, but she said she messed with us. Like, we was cool with her and stuff like that, and we was considered friends at this point or whatever. So, I was like, you know, might as well, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing nothing. I was in the house and doing my own thing. So I was like, you know, I'll just come or whatever just to get a feel. And I was like, you know what I'm saying, y'all seem cool enough. Anyways, so after that or whatever, we was coming over and stuff all the time. And you can tell that certain people didn't like each other. Like, you could tell Unknown and Flip Flop, they didn't really like each other. But they was only really being cool for me and Undercover's benefit because we was all hanging together. So that's going to kind of be like doing too much if y'all two arguing and me Undercover just looking and just sitting. Like, that's going to be weird, you know what I'm saying? But then y'all turn around and, you know what I'm saying, y'all just still sit there or whatever. Nobody's, you know, doing anything. Y'all just arguing, and then it's going to be tension afterwards. So they were just being cool just to keep the peace. Or they could be, but you could say they didn't like each other. Fast forward, whatever. We gonna fast forward a lot, y'all. So we gonna fast forward, basically, long story short, to the part where Flip Flop and Undercover had got into it. So at this point, when they had got into it, I wasn't there because, like I said, I be doing my own thing. I be handling my priorities and stuff. So, like, I was doing my own thing and stuff. I wasn't there. No one wasn't there either. So Flip Flop was over there with her dude, and Undercover was there with her boyfriend, husband, whatever. And long story short, they had got into it or whatever. They had got into a fight and stuff like that. So after they got into a fight, it wasn't cool no more. So after that happened or whatever, Undercover had told me, not Undercover. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. Undercover did tell me. She did tell me. Undercover had told me what had happened or whatever, and I'm like, wow, damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I'm forgetting, y'all. I'm so sorry, I'm forgetting. So at that point, when they had fought, I believe me and Flip Flop, we wasn't cool because me and Flip Flop had got into it. Like I said, it's gonna be another story time for later. But me and Flip Flop, we had got into it. We had, got into it and stuff. And at that point, me and her wasn't cool. So when Undercover had told me, I was basically just saying, like, what I'm saying, that's crazy. But I told you, what I'm saying. So yeah, they wasn't cool. So fast forward to about when she started getting closer to me and Unknown, because like I said, her and Flip Flop wasn't cool. So it was just kind of like the three of us. So when it was the three of us or whatever, her boyfriend, husband, whatever, was doing like crazy stuff or whatever. So like, we was over there a lot because she like felt safer with us there and stuff. So like, I would cook her food because, what I'm saying, if I'm staying at somebody's house, of course I'm gonna be nice, what I'm saying, you kind enough to let me stay here, even though I'm not living with her, but it's just like, coming over. Like, you don't have to be like, oh yeah, Ty, you want to come over, what I'm saying. You don't have, sorry y'all, I ain't stretch, I did not stretch, y'all. But yeah, like, you kind enough to be like, oh yeah, Ty, you want to come over, what I'm saying, you want to go do this, what I'm saying. So, I'm going to be nice and be like, oh yeah, do you want me to do this, do you want me to do that for you, So I'm saying, so I was like cooking for her. I would clean up around the house here and there, what I'm saying. I would do her hair, and not only because she was like, asked me to come over. It wasn't even about that. It was just the fact that at this point we was good friends. At this point, like, we was actually good friends and stuff. So I consider us like real good friends or whatever. So if you're my friend, I'm gonna do stuff for you regardless. So I would do her hair and stuff. So it came one night when like it was one of them nights when we was all just chilling, like they was smoking and drinking, because I don't really smoke or drink, but I'm not gonna say I don't really, but I don't smoke or drink or whatever. Nor do I care to or whatever. If people do around me, I don't mind. Like, y'all can do y'all. But I'm gonna sit here and, what I'm saying, just let y'all do y'all while y'all sit up there smoking and drink. So they was smoking and drinking, and I was doing her hair. So while I was doing her hair, undercover, I guess she was like making faces and stuff like that. She's making faces. I guess she felt some type of way. I don't know, and I don't really care. But she's making faces, I guess, at the way I was doing hair. So, mind you, I had did Undercover's hair before. And it was cute and stuff. Like, Undercover liked it, took pictures and everything. You know what I'm saying? But I got this particular hairstyle she felt type of way. But me personally, like, I know how to do hair. I'm not no hairstylist or whatever. But I know how to hook something up where it don't look a mess. You know what I'm saying? At least I know how to fix something so it don't look terrible. And me personally, I'm gonna just say I don't think my handwork was that terrible, because like I said, I've been doing my own hair since I was little. You know what I'm saying? And I've done your hair before that, and you didn't have a problem with it. Now you have a problem with it because Unknown is hyping your head up and saying something about it. You know what I'm saying? So I know I'm just making faces and stuff. So I had ended up cooking for her. I had cooked something for her. And they was eating the food. They was crushing, They was eating the food. They was like, oh yeah, this got like good, you know what I'm saying? All that or whatever. So I'm like, thank you, you know what I'm saying? Because I know how to, know how to whip up a little some. So, you know what I'm saying? So it came time for everybody to like settle down and go to sleep and stuff. Because I think we had something to do the next day. I don't really remember, but I think we had something to do the next day. I'm just going to say that, but I'm pretty sure we did or whatever. So they goes in the room and they goes and before they go to bed, they smoke again, but they go in the closet this time or whatever, and they told sometimes he'd be right back. But they were just smoking and drinking in front of me or whatever. I don't understand why it was an issue to go in the closet or whatever. Sorry, I'm just looking at myself and picking at stuff. Sorry, y'all. But yeah, they just went in the closet, so I'm over here like, okay, but I didn't say anything. Like, I'm the type of person where I observe first before I say anything. I'm going to observe, and I'm not going to say nothing until I have my facts straight, because that's like saying, oh yeah, you think somebody took your bottle of perfume, right? And you just immediately, oh yeah, woo, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully that wasn't even a person who took your bottle of perfume. It was the person all the way in the corner. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. So that's why I like to observe first and have my facts straight before I just, bust out doing them up, because I don't want nobody to say I'm wrong, So, and I'm like, I'm not wrong, because let me tell you, I have evidence A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, they him in the closet. I didn't say nothing. Like I said, I like to observe. Didn't say nothing, just on my phone. So, it wasn't the next day. We're going to fast forward or whatever. So we're going to fast forward to the day her boyfriend, husband, whatever, did some crazy, he did some wild stuff or whatever. So me and her, we was there. We had came back, because I think after we had left. But we had came back because, like I said, she said she felt safer. We had came back and we all had slept in her room that night with her, whatever. undercover, and Unknown had slept at the top and I had slept at the bottom of the bed. So the next day I had asked to use Undercover's phone, and Undercover was like, okay, but Unknown got it, and Unknown had her phone. So I said, can I see it? Unknown said, okay, cool, hold on. So she was taking a minute with the phone. I said, okay, cool. But when I got the phone or whatever, someone told me to go to the messages. So I had went to Unknown messages with her and Undercover. Messages was gone because she deleted them. Like, you know how Instagram is. You do one swipe and there's the delete and it's gone or whatever. So she deleted their messages. So I had went to Undercover and Unknown. Like, I went to Undercover page and looked at her and Unknown messages. And I saw that they was basically, like, talking about me behind my back. And they was basically saying, you know, I can't do hair, you know, oh my God, my parts is uneven. Like, Undercover was saying, oh my God, my parts is uneven. I don't like how she did this. And then Unknown, like, right, she can't even do hair. And she had an attitude while she was cooking. Like, the food was burnt. And I'm over here like, what? I'm pretty sure I forgot what I cooked, y'all. But I cooked something. But, like, girl, you said my food was burnt, but then you was eating it. Like, if it was burnt or if it was nasty, you know what I'm saying, you could have just threw it away. I would have been mad. I'm like, okay, that just means I need to work on my skill a little bit more. But for you to sit up there and you saying all of this stuff about me behind my back, it's not it. So they were just talking about me. And they were saying a couple more things I forgot. But they were just, like, saying stuff like, I can't do this, I can't do that. And they were, like, they saying, like, oh, yeah, I don't like the way she did this, I don't like the way she did that. It's mainly, like, Unknown is saying stuff and Undercover just, like, agreeing with her. Or she'll be like, yeah, but I don't like how she did this or did that, you know what I'm saying? Just, like, kind of agreeing with her. But I can't say that Undercover wasn't saying too much. She just agreeing with it, as Unknown, she was the one who was talking the most. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? And to the day, they still didn't even know. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and be quiet and not even say nothing, because in my head, I was like, okay, maybe they're just mad. Maybe they were just in their feeling. You know, trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Friends do, you know, have their ups and downs. Friends do go through things. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to leave it alone. Not say nothing. So remember how I told y'all her boyfriend / husband or whatever, he was doing crazy stuff or whatever. So at that time she had lost her keys and she didn't want him to get back into her apartment because he knew how to do things like that. So she didn't want him to get back into her house. So she asked me, could I babysit the house for her and stuff like that, while her and Unknown, they go to the mall and get some things. So I'm like, okay. So the first two maybe 3 times, I didn't have a problem with it, because I'm like, okay, I'm not tripping, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, you know, I'm not tripping. So then after, like, the first 3 times, I kind of started, not even after the first 3, after, like, the times after the first 3 times, I started to have a problem with it, because I started to be like, okay, now I'm getting irritated, because why is it, you know what I'm saying, you don't ever ask Unknown to wash your house, you know what I'm saying, because first of all, she is the pregnant one. After all, she is the pregnant one. So, you know what I'm saying, I'm not saying when you're pregnant that you can't do things. That's not what I'm saying, because women can do it all, okay? Women can do it all. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, as her being pregnant, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's better for her to sit down or whatever. But I'm like, she don't want to sit down, that's on her. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying, you don't never ask nobody else to wash your house for you. You know what I'm saying, you always asking me. You could have asked B or whatever, and B is the person that, or whatever, he would give her money, you know what I'm saying, buy her stuff, like, kind of like a sugar daddy. But he wasn't a sugar daddy because he was the same age as her, you know what I'm saying? I think he was like a year older or something like that, but he was the same age as her, but he had a crush on her or whatever, and she basically, like, used that to her. Eventually, like, she was finna, she was like, you know what I'm saying, oh yeah, get this for me, get that, woo woo. You know what I'm saying? He would just buy her anything she wanted for real. Like, y'all, expensive stuff. Like, TVs be like $400. Like, that's how expensive I'm talking. Like, he would buy her stuff, all that. So, she could have asked him or whatever, but she didn't ask him. She just kept asking me or whatever case may be. And then I wasn't really saying no, because I'm just like, okay, we friends, so this is what friends do, right? But then I started to be like, okay, now I'm starting to get irritated, because you don't ask nobody else but me, like, because you not want to say yes. And I'm the person where I don't like saying no. Y'all, I don't like saying no, because I feel like I be so mean, y'all. And, like, people already be calling me mean, because if you didn't know, y'all, my sign is an Aries. But people already be calling me mean, and I be like, okay, I don't be trying to be mean. I don't be trying to be mean, so I just be saying yes, like, I'm a yes person. You know what I'm saying? But, like, I've been getting better at saying no. Like, if I don't want to do something, I'm going to tell you no. Like, no, I'm not doing it now. So, y'all, so it was like a couple days after that they had came back. Not a couple days, but like it was one of the days where I was there. They had left for a little while and they came back. And then when they came back that particular day, I said, okay, I see y'all later, I'm going home. So undercover was like, are you sure you want to go home? You know, stuff like that. Like, so you should stay, woo. So I'm like, no, I'm going to go home, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go home. Forget it. So she was like, okay, cool. Fast forward, y'all. Was home for a little while or whatever. I remember I had came back over her house. But then for a little while, and it was that time I came back over, she all of a sudden wanted everybody to leave. She saw something because I don't ever be in my house by myself no more. Even though she be asking us to come over and stuff, but she was like, I don't be in my house no more, you know what I'm saying? I kind of just want y'all to go and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I see you later. So I had packed like an overnight bag. So I got my overnight bag that I had, and I had left or whatever. So Undercover had gave me a hug, and then Unknown had gave me a hug too. She was like, make sure you take my phone when you get in the house safe. I was like, okay, cool. And then when this happened, at the point we was all friends. Like, we just gonna keep that, we're friends. We just gonna keep it in mind. Like, Unknown was my friend and Undercover was my friend. Like, we would get on like FaceTime all together, like group FaceTime, text each other, all that. You know what I'm saying? So at that point we was friends. Hang out and everything, y'all. So at that point we was friends. You know what I'm saying? So what happened? Oh yeah, I had went home. Sorry, I'm trying to remember, but I had went home after that or whatever, and I had called Undercover like 2 days or a day or two after. Remember, I told her she wanted everybody to leave her house. She didn't want nobody in it, so I just assumed Shay. I said the name, y'all. I'm sorry. I just assumed that Unknown had left. I mean, it's fine because that's not her real name, but that's what everybody call her. That's not her real name though, but I just assumed that Unknown had left. I said the real name, y'all. I get too caught up in the story. But I just assumed Unknown had left because when I was leaving, y'all, like, Unknown was packing her bags and everything, too. Like, she was leaving or whatever. So, I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? So, when I had called Undercover, I said, what's up, you know what I'm saying? You know what she doing, you know what I'm saying? She just like, oh, nothing. You know, just regular, like a regular girl talk, whatever. So, she's on her phone and stuff, and then I hear somebody in the background. So, I'm like, who is that? And she told me, oh, that's Unknown or whatever. And I'm just in my head, I'm just over here like, that's Unknown. Like, but you just said you wanted everybody to leave your house. Is it because you just wanted me to leave your house? Or, like, what? So, I had asked her that, too. I said, I thought you said you wanted everybody to leave your house or whatever. I said, I'm confused. And she told us something. Oh, no. She said, yeah, I did. But she said, Unknown wanted to stay longer. So I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine. Whatever. I wasn't mad at her. I was just asking her, whatever. And she was like, yeah. So then after that, whatever. Sorry, y'all. But long story short, after that, y'all, we gonna fast forward again, y'all. Fast forward. Unknown had ended up having her baby or whatever, right, y'all? So Unknown had her baby. And at that point, or whatever, I wasn't even like at her house. I was home, whatever, when she had her baby. So I was like, oh, she had a baby, you know what I'm saying? So I had got her some flowers and some food. Like, I had got her flowers and then I was on my way to go get some food, and I had told I had texted Unknown and told her. She looked at my message, she didn't reply. So I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe it's because, like, she just had a baby, so maybe it's because of that. So after that, whatever, Undercover was like, I had texted her and I told her I was on my way, whatever, and I asked her what hospital or whatever, and that's when she was like, Unknown said she don't want you here because she don't like fake people and, you know, all this rah-rah stuff, and basically saying that she don't like me. So I was like, she don't like me. But she literally just like FaceTime me. Like, y'all, before she had a baby, she just FaceTime me like 3-4 days prior before that, y'all. So she just FaceTime me or whatever. And we was like talking and everything, y'all. So I said she don't like me, but she FaceTime me and she gave me a hug before I had left. So what are you talking about? She told some, okay, well, now she's saying she don't like you, so I don't know. And I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever. Because I'm not about to be pressed. I'm not about to be doing that, because me and I know we wasn't that close, but it kind of was kind of like a name. Like, you say we not cool, but you say we not cool, but you showing friend tendencies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So I'm like, she just didn't. I just felt like she had a problem with me the whole time, if that's the case, because y'all, even when we was at freaking Undercover house, like, she would always like say little like slick comments and stuff and things like that, and this stuff just rub me the wrong way, or she would look at me like a certain way, like look at me like she didn't like me, but when I turn to look her dead in her face, whatever, her expression changed. You know what I'm saying? things like that. So I just kind of already peeped, but I was mad. I'm not saying I was mad. I wasn't mad. I was irritated, but I was kind of like, it is what it is, because I kind of peeped that you didn't mess with me already. So it's fine. It's okay. You know, I said, I'm just trying to be nice. It's fine. So after that, or whatever, y'all. So, long story short, her and Unknown, they started hanging together all the time, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause like, say, just had a baby, so they're hanging together all the time, whatever, and she wasn't really inviting me over like that, or whatever. We would still talk, but barely. It was like here and there, whatever, and she would like really hang with Unknown a lot and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, cool, you know, she just had a baby and stuff like that. But you're gonna fast forward to when Undercover started getting tired of Unknown, because she started getting tired of Unknown for other reasons that I'm not going to get into. Sorry, I'm talking too fast. She started getting tired of Unknown for personal reasons that I'm not going to get into or whatever. And she started talking to me more. So sometimes you want to come over, you want to come do this, that, and the third. So some serious stuff happened or whatever. And like her and Unknown, they started to like fall out a lot. Like they would get into it all the time. And like when they would get into it, that's when Undercover would come running to me and tell me and stuff about it or whatever. But when it was cool, you know, I wouldn't really get a call, a message, you know. I wouldn't really get a call or a message whenever it was cool. But whenever it was falling out or they got into an argument, I was the first person she called. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So they had eventually like fell out or whatever, and like she had asked me to come over, so I came over, you know, and like I said, some serious stuff had happened, y'all. Like some like serious stuff. So I was just like there to comfort her and stuff like that. You know, I'm like, I'm here for you and things like that. So I went back to the rec one day. So it was one day I was at the rec, and like her and Unknown, apparently they had became back cool. I don't know, they had became back cool or whatever it may be. So I was at the rec or whatever, and I was with two other people or whatever, and then we was all supposed to go to Undercover's house or whatever. It wasn't supposed to be that same day. I believe we were supposed to meet up with her or go like meet up with her at her house or something like that. But regardless, we were supposed to meet up with her regardless. And like she had called my phone, and when she had called my phone, she had Unknown's baby or whatever like in her hand, and the baby like crying like real bad. So I'm over here like, you know what I'm saying, like what's wrong, like, you know what I'm saying, like what's going on. So she tells me, basically, long story short, that the baby didn't have no food, the baby didn't have no milk, whatever, and she was like, Unknown just left him in there with her, and cause Unknown's not there or whatever, she's gone or whatever, and she basically kind of just like left the baby or whatever. And the way that Undercover explained it, she made it seem like Unknown would told her she gonna be right back, but she said it's been like an hour, and this boy don't got no diapers, he don't got no food, you know what I'm saying? And she basically, long story short, she asked me, can I get some food for him or whatever, and she really seemed like she was stressed out, like she really seemed like she was freaking out and everything, y'all. And I tell you, that baby was crying, like, y'all, that baby was crying, like, bad, like, it was loud, everything, like, you know, like, you freak out. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'm on my way. So I went to the store, got some formula for the baby or whatever. I had asked her, what formula do you want me to get, because all babies don't drink the same formula. So I was like, what like formula do you want me to get for the baby? So I didn't know, she told me or whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool, you know. I don't know that much about baby, but I know certain things or whatever, y'all. So I ended up going to her house, y'all. So when I got to her house or whatever, that's when I had seen Unknown. Unknown was there, and she was like putting the baby in the stroller, and I had the milk. So I looked at Undercover or whatever. Undercover looked at me or whatever, but she was getting ready and stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. So at that point, like I said, me and Unknown, we wasn't talking. We haven't talked since. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't talking at all. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, her baby was crying, and like I was just nice enough to get the baby some milk, because she didn't have no food for the baby at all. So when I had got in there or whatever, that's when I had tried to get a milk to Unknown, and Unknown looked at me, so I said, no, I'm good, I don't want it. So I'm over here like, girl, I just spent my money on this milk. Like, do you want it or not? Like, I just spent my whole money on this. Like, are you gonna take this? So that's when I said, you know what, okay, cool. I just left it on the counter. So the whole time I'm in it, y'all, Unknown is not saying nothing to me. Mind y'all, she didn't say nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? I told her that I got some milk for the baby. You know, that was that. Do you want it? And she basically said no. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to leave this on the counter just in case you want to get it before you leave out, because she looked like she was leaving already. So I'm like, if you want to get it before you leave out, you can. You know what I'm saying? It's milk right there on the counter for you. If you want the milk, go ahead and get it. So doesn't say a word to me or whatever, and then she didn't say nothing to Undercover either. So she leaves out or whatever. When she leaves out, remember the two other people I told you I was with or whatever? She leaves out and she said something to one of the manager. I'm cool with both of them or whatever. So she had said something to one of them or whatever. So when they come upstairs to Undercover's apartment, they tell me what she said, and she basically like, tell that B that I don't want to from her. Tell her don't buy my baby nothing, and basically just talking mess. So I'm over here like, what? Like, what do you like? First of all, if you had something to say, you could have said something to me when I was in here. If that was the case, if that was such a big issue, you could have said something to me while I was in here. You chose to say something when you're far out of reach. So I'm like, what? So I said, I'm about to go back downstairs because I'm the type of person like, don't be saying stuff when you're walking away, or don't be saying nothing. When I'm not around, like, don't do that. If you have something to say, I'm right here. So she had said that or whatever, and like they told me, and they was like, nah, because when she was doing it, she was getting in the car or whatever, and like she's gone. So after that or whatever, Undercover phone started ringing or whatever, and not ringing but like pinging, like don't you get messages or whatever. So it was unknown texting her, talk some, why would you tell Ty to get my baby some milk, and he was good, and woo woo. And Undercover, and they start going back and forth, and Undercover was basically like, you know what I'm saying, he was not good. He was screaming and crying in my arms. He had no food. She was like, Ty went to go get the baby some food or whatever. So after that, that's when he started going back and forth. And Unknown was like, I don't mess with fake bees like y'all or whatever. And that's when Undercover was basically like, she don't care. She said she don't care. She said, you basically been treating me bad, like a bad friend. Like, you been treating me bad, like terrible this whole time. So they was going back and forth the whole time. And then Unknown started texting my phone or whatever. And I said, girl, if you have an issue, then we can do that. If you have an issue, it can be that. So I'm gonna show you the messages, because think about me, like I said, keep my receipts. So I'm gonna show you the messages. I said, basically, long story short, I said I was nice enough to go get your baby some food. You know what I'm saying? I said, even though we're not even cool, even though you stopped being cool with me for no reason, and even though you didn't, even though, you know what I'm saying, you had an issue with me for whatever reason you have an issue with me, because like I said, y'all, to this day, I still don't know what her issue is, because she already didn't like me even before that situation. Now all of a sudden she has an issue with me or whatever over getting a baby some milk. If a baby is crying and somebody nice enough to get a baby some food, please take it. So after that or whatever, we was arguing. And I'm like, girl, if it's that big an issue, you know what I'm saying, then do something about it. Because at this point, y'all, I was starting to get a little mad. Because I'm like, I just put my money on getting your baby some milk. And she said something about somebody pressed. She said I was pressed for her baby. I said, let me just make this clear. I'm not pressed to be around you or your child, okay? I said, you know what I'm saying, you didn't want me around your child in the first place. That's fine. I don't have to be around the child. You know what I'm saying? I really came to be nice. I wasn't trying to, I didn't have any other intentions but to be nice, to give your child some milk. Because it was crying, like, bad. Like, it was crying, literally screaming on the phone. And the baby ain't nothing but, a few months. It was just born. Like, a month or two, maybe. So, and then should not be screaming and crying like that for some food. Like, y'all, I don't have no recording of the damn baby crying, y'all. I'm not going to say I wish I had a recording. I'm not going to say that. But I'm just saying, y'all, imagine a baby screaming for some milk. And then, for one, the mother's not there. And the person that you had the baby with, she's freaking out. Like, that's just a whole panic right there. Like, everybody panicking. I'm literally rushing on my way over there to give the milk to her. Like, really rushing over there, y'all. So after that, whatever, we just arguing. I'm just like, I'm not gonna say nothing else to her. I really don't care. We could have did the whole situation, because I don't got nothing else to say to you. Period. So after that, whatever, that's when her and Undercover, they fell out. After that, I thought they fell out for good. Like, they was done. Like, wasn't no talking, wasn't no trying to be cool. None of they was done. Because Undercover was like, you know what I'm saying, she been treating me like a bad friend this whole time. Like, even, she was like, Ty, even like stuff you don't even know why you wasn't here. Just telling me like a whole bunch of stuff. And she was like, I don't understand why she's mad over something. She said you was nice enough to get her something. She said anybody else wouldn't have done that. They would have just let the baby cry or whatever. So that's not like exactly what I'm saying. So they were done, wasn't friends. So we gonna fast forward to the part where she started to like hang out with my friends or whatever. And I want to say friends, but like my best friend and my friend, cousin, whatever. We just found out we was cousins like a year ago, so I still consider her like a friend, y'all. But I guess she family at the same time. I don't know, but we just found out we was cousins recently, y'all. Like for real. So she started hanging with my best friend and my friend or whatever. Y'all know who my best friend is, y'all. You know her. You know, shout out to Ash or whatever. But she started hanging with like us, whatever, because like I said, her and Unknown, they was done. Wasn't no trying to be friends back after that, because she already disrespected. Like I said, they was always getting into things, you know what I'm saying, like having ups and downs, and they was already like, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you can tell they was kind of drifting apart. So it was just like that, and like me and her started getting closer. So at that time, like I said, she started hanging out with my friends. We all started going places together, you know, getting to know them and stuff like that. So my friend, the one who I said that I just recently found out that was family like a year ago or whatever. So like my friend or whatever, she had a crush on Undercover. So she had a crush on Undercover, and like when I tell y'all, if Undercover told my friend to jump off a cliff, she would really do that. If Undercover told her, oh yeah, I need you to buy me 5 buckets of ice, she would go buy them 5 buckets of ice. Like that crush was that bad. Like, and I'm over here like, girl, okay, like I'm like, okay, girl, like, okay, you know what I'm saying, I'm all for it. But Undercover, she like put me to the side, and she was like, you know what I'm saying, she cool. She said she's cool, but she's not my cup of tea. She's like, no. She said, nah, she's not my cup of tea. Whatever. She was like, she dated girls before, you know, she don't got a problem with that, but she was just like, she's just not it for her. So I'm like, you know, I understand that. It's fine. You know, everybody got different preferences. So y'all, my banana messing up, y'all. So after that, y'all, okay. So after that or whatever, we all started getting close and stuff like that. Woo woo, you know, a whole bunch of like little stuff happened. Not nothing major or whatever. So we're gonna go ahead and skip to the part where how me and Undercover had actually fell out, like done. Like to this day, I still don't even talk to the girl like at all, cause it was just a big situation. So I had ended up going to a hotel with a friend or whatever, and we can call this friend Q or whatever. So we was at the hotel, you know, I don't know, we were just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like, wasn't nothing too much happening, like just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't nothing else to do, you know what I'm saying? So might as well, you know what I'm saying? So after that or whatever, Undercover, she had texted my phone, asked me what I was doing. I told her, and she was like, oh, okay, I see y'all. I was like, no, I said we're just chilling, like, you know, that I said that's a, you know, we're just chilling, that's a friend or whatever. So that's when, long story short or whatever, I'm trying to think what happened, y'all. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm getting off track, because I was trying to think what happened. But basically, I had told Q that I was hungry or whatever, so Q was nice enough to be like, you know what I'm saying, you know, I got the food, you know what I'm saying. And I was like, at first I was gonna get it, because I didn't have no problem with getting the food. Sorry, y'all. I was like, I didn't have no problem with getting food. I was like, I could have got the food. And he was like, nah, I got it. You know, so I'm going to go get it. I'm going to get it and stuff like that. So before that even happened, y'all, Undercover had asked B, you know, the sugar daddy, which wasn't really the sugar daddy because they the same age. He just had a bad crush on her or whatever. Like, that crush was bad, y'all. So she had asked him for some money, and at the time she asked him for some money, they stopped talking to each other because, like I said, he felt like he was, you know, being used or whatever, and, you know, feelings got involved and stuff like that. So they just stopped talking and stuff like that. And he had cut her off, but then she texted him, and then he didn't really want to give it to her, but he was just like, you know, okay, whatever, because she was like, it's my birthday, and this situation happened in, like, I'm gonna say January, y'all. This situation happened in, like, January, and her birthday was in, like, November. So she like, you know, it was my birthday. You know, she give me something. Like, come on, give me something. You know, just asking. So he was like, all right, it doesn't matter. So he gave her $20. Cash after $20. But her Cash App wasn't working, so she asked me, and I told her, I don't, because at the time I didn't have Cash App. I do now, but I didn't have Cash App at the time. So she was like, Ty, you know what I'm saying, well, do you know anybody? I said, I mean, I could ask my friend. But when I asked my friend, she was asleep at the time. So Q was like, you know what I'm saying, he could take and stuff like that. He could take the, I should stress y'all. But he could go ahead and take the $20 and he gonna go ahead and give it to her or whatever. And that's when she was like, all right, bet. But at that time, her and Q, they was cool. but they wasn't friends, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? At the time, they used to be friends and close to everything. You know, brother, sister vibes, but at the time or whatever, they were just cool. They wasn't friends, no brother, sister bond or none of that. They were just cool, just straight cool. So after that, whatever, he took it. So a little while after that, y'all, he had ended up buying me and him some food, whatever. Cause remember I told y'all, like, I was like, I could have got the food, but he was like, nah, he got it or whatever. I was like, all right, whatever, okay, cool. So he had got us some food. So we had went to sleep, and it was like one of them beds. It was like one of them hotel when it was like 2 beds, so 2 beds or whatever like that. So we had went to sleep, whatever. So wake up in the morning, and my phone is being blown up. So she's like, where is $20, woo woo, whatever, stuff like that. But sorry, y'all, but before she had even asked me about the $20, y'all, she had asked me to make her some food and stuff like that, because she was like, she was hungry and stuff like that, and she was like, she don't got no more food or whatever. Which she did. Well, I'm not gonna say what she did, but like she had like little stuff, whatever. But like, remember how I told y'all how I be cooking and stuff like that. So she asked me to make her some food, because I had made these like little chicken lettuce wraps or whatever. It wasn't nothing. It was just something quick to put together. I'm gonna show a picture or whatever. That's what I had made or whatever. So I had made those, and she asked me, can I make her some? I said, okay, cool. That's when she asked me, can I give her some food and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Because like she said she ain't had no food, and I said, all right, I'm gonna see what I can do. Because at that point I wasn't home to even make her anything or get her anything. And when that situation happened, it was snowing. So I'm like, I'm not gonna go nowhere and it's snowing, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't snowing like no regular snow, y'all. It was snowing to the point where we like snowed in. So we had to stay in there like an extra day or 2 or whatever. And then anyways, because it was snowing, like we were snowed in. So she kept asking me. And I'm like, how you want me to get you something? And I can't go nowhere, like I'm snowed in. You know what I'm saying? I'm snowing. I said, you can't sit up here and tell me that if the roads were reversed, girl, you would not do the same thing for me. You would not go somewhere and get some food for me and it's snowing. You know what I'm saying? You're not my nigga. I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying, go out there and get you some food when I know for a fact you wouldn't do this. It'd be different if I felt like you would do the same for me, but she wouldn't do the same for me at all, y'all. So, and I knew that for a fact. So she just like, all right, I'm just asking. So we gonna go back to the $20 or whatever. So he got us some food, whatever, because maybe, okay, cool, went to sleep, woke up, blowing my phone up over the $20. So that's when she texted my friend, asked my friend, did she get the $20? My friend like, no. So I'm over here like, you didn't get the $20. She's like, no. So I asked Q, and Q just over there looking stupid. So I'm like, did you give her the $20 or not? Like, what's going on? So that's when he started some, like, trying to shush me with the lips or whatever, because when I had asked him, undercover was on her phone. That's when she hear him do that, she start like freaking out, you know, like bugging out and stuff, like spazzing and stuff. So that's when she told us tell him to give me my $20 right now. I'm not playing with him. Woo the woo, he better give me my money, bruh. I'm not playing with him. Like this serious, you know, all that. So after that or whatever, that's when they start like going at it and stuff. And me, I'm just over here confused as a mud. Like, what is going on? I said, did you get this girl? Excuse me, I'm like, did you get this girl her money or not? I said, cause don't, I said, bro, cause don't do that. I said, cause I don't got time for y'all to be arguing and fighting and doing all that extra stuff. I said, oh, no funny, if you didn't get a girl $20, you need to give it to her. Or, like, just get a girl her money or whatever. So after that or whatever, that's when she was spazzing out on him, and then she started spazzing out on me or whatever. I'm like, what you yelling at me for? She told me, because you knew that he had my money, and woo, and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to show y'all everything or whatever, because I don't feel like doing all that, but I'm going to show y'all everything. And she just was like spazzing on me and stuff. So I'm like, girl, like, what are you talking about? So she started spazzing on me, like getting buck and stuff. So I start getting buck back. Cause I'm like, you're not about to yell at me and think I'm not gonna yell back. So I start yelling at her back, and you know, so that's when she like started calling me out my name. And even when she called me out my name, y'all, I didn't even call her out her name the whole time, y'all. Even when she called me out my name, I didn't even disrespect her like that, because like I said, at that point when she was hanging out with my best friend or whatever, cause my best friend is family, you know what I'm saying? If I just introduce you to my best friend, my cousins or whatever, you know what I'm saying? If I just introduce you to my family, you know what I'm saying? I feel like your family, I feel like we close. So at that point, we were close friends. So I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to do all that, you know what I'm saying? you know what I'm saying, we can joke around like that, but the way you saying it's your tone. You saying it like you did serious. She told some, nah, she told some, F both of y'all. You use my money to get y'all something to eat, and I'm over here starving. I'm over here starving. And I'm like, girl, first of all, she's like 23, 24, y'all. I'm only, well, at the time I was 19, but I just turned 20, y'all, April 11th. But like, come on now, you're older than me. I'm at this time, I'm like I said, I'm 19. Like I was 19. You know what I'm saying? You're older than me. You're like 22, 24. First of all, it's not my responsibility to make sure you eat, Miss Girl. Okay? If I tell you I'm gonna get you something, it'd be different if I'm telling you I'm gonna get you something. You know what I'm saying? I told you I see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? And two, I wasn't even home to fix you any food. First, you want me to fix you food in a damn hotel? Like, this hotel ain't had no kitchen. Just had the 2 beds. So what did you want me to do? Like, what? So after that or whatever, we were just yelling and stuff like that. And I'm over here like, girl, I don't have time for you. And I'm over here like, bruh, like, I started getting in my feelings because I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I really considered you like family. Like, I really consider this girl family, y'all. Like, y'all, we done been through a lot together, y'all. Like, we done, you know, the friendship where y'all cry together. Like, y'all, me and this girl, we done cried together. You know what I'm saying? I done cried with her over her problems. You know what I'm saying? And like, I really hurt. So I don't know, like, I feel like friendship, relationships, them things cut deep. Like, yeah, relationships, like, yeah, you be hurt, but friendship relationships, y'all, them things cut deep. Them things hurt, especially when y'all were close. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, like, and I don't even be friends with people like that. Like, I really only have one friend. That's my best friend. Shout out to Ash, my best friend, and then my blood cousin, that's Nay. Shout out to Nay too. But I only have 2 friends. That's my cousin and my best friend. You know what I'm saying? And like, I really thought, you know what I'm saying, we was better than that. I really thought we was cut closer than that. Oh yeah, and the friend I'm talking about that I found out we was cousins or whatever is not Nay. Nay is my blood cousin. My friend or whatever, we gonna call her M or whatever. Not her, but I'm talking about my best friend and my blood cousin Nay. So shout out to them too. But yeah, like, to get back to the story, y'all, because I'm getting on top, but get back to the story or whatever. We were just arguing and stuff, and she was just basically blaming me. She was calling me a thief and everything, y'all. She was calling me a thief, told her, you a thief, you stole my money, you need to pay me back my money. I said, I'm not paying you back nothing. I said, I didn't steal anything from you, because I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that he took the money. If I knew, I would have been like, but you don't do that, because one of I'm not going to take nobody's money, because people be working hard for their money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, because I had to think about it like my way. If I was in her shoes, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I would be mad, but I would have to think about it, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna steal from me, because y'all, this girl left that purse around me with money in it. Never stole. She, like, remember how I told y'all how I was house sitting her house? She done left me in her house. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's ever been gone. Left me in her room with all her valuables. Nothing's been gone. Nothing's been stolen. My best friend done left me around her with her credit card, cash, pile, like small little piles of cash. Cousin left me around her. Like, why would I steal from y'all? Like, for real, first of all, I'm not no thief, for one. 2, why would I steal from y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really mess with y'all. I wouldn't steal from y'all. I would not do that. You know what I'm saying? So, after that or whatever, I was just, like, trying to explain myself. Like, I really, like, even though she was cursing me out, and I know y'all probably, like, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't have to explain yourself to nobody. If you didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But I also think about it. If I was in her shoes, of course I'm going to think she has something to do with it. She has something to do with it because you're with him. So it's basically guilty by association. But at the end of the day, I would have, you know what I'm saying, I would have calmed down. I'd have been like, all right, so you tell me what happened. So I told her exactly what happened. I told her what happened from the moment I stepped in the door. But it's okay, it's back and better. But yeah, I told her, I had told her what happened from the moment I stepped in the door. And I told her from the moment she stopped blowing in my phone. Like, y'all, I got the messages and everything, y'all. But I told her exactly what happened. I told her I didn't know nothing about it. And then he was quiet, but after a while, when he started seeing that I started, like, getting my feelings, he was like, bruh, he's like, nah, he said she ain't even had nothing to do with it. Like, he was saying, like, he was owning up to his stuff as he should. As a man, that's what you should do. You know, you the one who stole her money, not me. I didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, nah. So, like, don't be having her yelling at me. But even when he did say something, she still didn't believe it. She was like, nah, you only saying that because you cool with her and stuff like that. And you mess with her and stuff like that. You know, water. You understand all the stuff. So, that's when, I was just like, bruh, like, I'm really, I've heard that she would ever think of me like that. You really think I'm a thief. Like, seriously, out of all people, you really think I'm a thief? Me, out of all people. You know what I'm saying? I said, you done left me in your house. Literally left me in your house damn near all day. Nothing has gone missing. Not even food, y'all done gone missing. I said, I done cook for you, done clean for you. You know what I'm saying? I done bought your stuff. I took this girl out to dinner. I'll probably show a picture if I have it. But I took this girl out to dinner. For real, I took this girl out to dinner. And you really think I would steal from you, but at $20. You know what I'm saying? I said, I'm not even going to do that. It's not even my money to even take y'all. So, I would do what I've heard in that situation. That was my feelings, you know. In my feelings, you know. But I was in my feelings. So, me being my feelings, I told my closest people, which is my cousin and my best friend. Shout out to Ash and Nay. Shout out to them. But, I had told them or whatever. And, like, Nay, she the type of person where she don't want to cut cards at all. She's not rude at all. She's not rude. But she don't gonna cut cards. She gonna say how she feel. And she told me how it is. She said if she gonna believe that you took something or whatever, she's not your friend from the jump. She said if she curses you out, calling you out your name, she ain't your friend. You know what I'm saying? She said, because if she gonna blame you for this, what else she gonna blame you for? She said, you too nice. You need to stop forgiving people. She said, and if I was you, I would curse her out right back. You know what I'm saying? So that's what she told me. And then my best friend told her whatever. And my best friend, she was like, honestly, she said from the jump how she was or whatever, because she said my best friend, she pick up more vibes better than me. Like me, I like to get to people. Like, people can tell me something about somebody, and I be like, okay, that's fine for you, but I'm going to get to know them by myself. So, even though people have told me something, I'm still going to get to know them. Whereas my best friend, she picks up my vibes automatically. Like, if she don't like somebody, not even she don't like somebody, like, if she knows somebody not a good person, she going to pick up on that vibe. Whereas me, on the other hand, I'm going to try to get to know them. You know what I'm saying? And then I be like, okay, now I understand why people said what they said. But I'm gonna try and judge you. You know what I'm saying? My best friend, she picked up my vibe, and she was like, she picked up on her vibe automatically. She was like, all she do is talk about herself, which she do in a way. That's all she do, because if it's not about her, she don't really care. But like, that whole situation was just crazy, y'all. Like, it was just crazy. It was just a mess, and I was just kind of like butthurt. So after that, y'all, after that whole falling out, oh yeah, almost forgot to mention. So while that whole situation was going on, whatever, remember how I told y'all my friend, we gonna call her M or whatever, M or whatever, she was like basically taking her side, and y'all, when I'm not gonna lie, that kind of like got me rowdied up. I was kind of like ready to rumble. I was ready to rumble, same night, y'all. But not for real. I ready to let a little off a little steam, cause I'm like, okay, first of all, you don't have no business saying nothing about me. For one, you don't have no business saying nothing. First of all, you done left me, y'all. I've known M since, I want to say middle school, y'all. So basically, then in middle school, so probably like 8th grade, like 8th, probably 9th grade or whatever. I've known him for years. So for you to even say anything about somebody stealing, you like, please, girl. Like, this girl done left me in her house, y'all. Y'all thought Undercover left me in her house with something. No, this girl done left me in her house. Like, stayed over there and all that, y'all. Nothing got missing. Left me in her room with valuables and all that. Y'all, we was paying for something, right? And M had gave me her credit card. She literally handed me over her credit card, and she told me, go ahead and put the pen and stuff and all that in. But you saw something I'm going to steal from you? Like, what? Like, now that one, I kind of was a little like, girl, what? But now I also was a little hurt, because I'm like, girl, like, damn. Like, I'm smiling now because it's kind of like, damn, like, that's crazy. But at the time, y'all, I was hurt. Like, I really was hurt. I'm like, you too? Like, I said, you really think I'm a thief? I said, you literally handed me your credit card in my hand. Palm and all, y'all. Palm and all. Like, this girl, sorry, I'm not even in the middle no more. But, y'all, this girl done left her credit card. Like, gave me her credit cards to pay for something. Put the pen in and all that, y'all. And you really think I'm going to steal from you out of all people? Like, seriously? So, you wild, too? Because you let him. I didn't let him do anything. I didn't even. How I'm let somebody do something if I didn't know? That's like saying, oh, yeah, Ty, you knew they, oh yeah, Ty, you went to go rob the bank with them. How I went to go rob the bank? For one, I wasn't even there. And two, I didn't even know. I was asleep in the house. What are you talking about? I didn't even know nothing about the bank until I seen it on the news. What you talking about? They told me, oh yeah, but you still in the house. I know. If I knew, I would have been with them. Duh. Like, yeah, just common sense. So that was just crazy. And then I had went off on M, and basically, and I told her about herself, and I basically told her that she's a follower, because I feel like she is. I said I feel like she is a follower, because I told her she basically following after a girl who don't want her Like, the girl came out her mouth and said, please, she don't want you. She said she don't like you. She said you cool or whatever. But she said she don't like you like that. And, like, you're not going to get nothing from her. So I don't even understand why you following after somebody that you have a crush on versus a friend you known for, hold on, that's 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. Hold on. You've known me for 7 years. Well, 6, 7, going on damn near 8 years. you wanna tag team and you wanna agree with somebody that you've known for a month, 2 months? Cause at that time they had only known her for like a month or 2. You know what I'm saying? So that whole situation was crazy, y'all. So yeah, I was just kind of over it. I was over it. I was over the friendship. So after that, it was like days later, Undercover came to me and she had apologized, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying, that was nice of you to apologize to me, you know what I'm saying, because, you know, that was the mature thing to do. But at the end of the day, I forgive you, but we can't be friends. I'm good. I said, I don't want you in my life. I don't need you in my life, and I don't want your energy around me, because I'm very big on protecting my energy and protecting my space. Because, like, y'all, if I told y'all half the stuff I went through, y'all wouldn't even believe nothing I said. Y'all would not believe me, but I've been through a lot, and I'm just, at this point in my life, I'm just big on protecting my energy. And she went on, she had a problem with it. She told us, you wild, told us, you know, you not gonna be my friend no more. I done been through a lot. I done trusted y'all. Like, y'all preach. Like, preach, girl, preach. But, like, y'all, she was preaching, y'all. She was like, you know, I done been through a lot. I done let y'all in my house. Even when, what's the name, said, don't let y'all in there, I did. I trusted y'all. I've been through a lot and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I said, you know, I feel for you. I feel for everything you've been through. I said, but at the end of the day, you don't have trust issues because of me. Because the way she was saying it, she was saying like I'm the one who, you know, did something to her. That's not the case. It's the other way around. You know what I'm saying? You decided to end our friendship when you know what I'm saying, accused me of stealing from you, which for one, I would never do. And 2, I never stole from you. So I'm really confused, you know what I'm saying? And then you saying, you know, how, you know, you've been through a lot, you know, just trying to, like, what's it called, victimize, victim blame, whatever, like, trying to be the victim. And I'm like, girl, you're not the victim because you're the one in the wrong, you know what I'm saying? I understand you've been through a lot, okay, cool, but your issues that you have going on with yourself, I guess you try to project them on me, and I done already been through enough for you to try to do that. So I didn't do nothing to you, so for you to even say them words out your mouth, you need to reverb, I don't know, redo the words, I don't know, y'all, but y'all, that's what she was saying. And I'm just like, okay, cool, that's good for you. I still don't want to be a friend. I'm good off you. I don't want you in my life. And that was just that. And it wasn't to be spiteful, and it wasn't to be rude. It was just more so like, after that, like, we didn't talk for like a few days, y'all, like almost a week, y'all. We didn't talk. And like that almost week that I had to think to myself, y'all, and I really thought about it. And like my cousin and my best friend, they told me some real stuff. They was like, you know what I'm saying, it's better for you to be by yourself anyway, because not saying better for you to be by yourself, but you know, they was basically telling me like I need to let certain people in my energy. And you know what I'm saying, I had to think about it. I'm like, you're right, you know what I'm saying, everybody's not good for you, and she just not good for me, you know what I'm saying. I don't think she could be a good friend to me. Maybe to somebody else, but to me, no, I don't think we could be good friends. So anymore after that, you know what I'm saying. And it was just like a lot, and that really hurt deep, y'all. I was about to sit up here and get emotional, y'all, just a little bit, just a tad bit, just a tad. But y'all, I really did like love her, y'all. I really did. Not like that, like, because I don't like girls. Not like that, y'all, but like, I really loved our friendship. That's what I'm gonna say. I really loved our friendship. I really thought we were gonna be no friends, you know, like, you know, when I decided to have kids and when she decided to have kids, our kids be friends, be best friends. They're like, oh yeah, our moms are best friends. You know, I really thought it was gonna be like that, y'all, but it wasn't. So, you know, it's cool. It's just, when I thought about it, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, sometimes God be taking people out your life for a reason, and he really does and stuff. And I had to listen to God on this one, because I'm like, if she did this once and then you try to fake apologize, you gonna do it again. Because with the fake apology that she did wasn't even an apology, because it's the minute that I said I wasn't even gonna be a friend no more, she just, oh yeah, you do. I've been through a lot. People done did this to me. Okay, people done did this to you, but I'm trying to tell you what you did to me and how you made me feel. That's that. But yeah, y'all, that's it for this story time. Let me know what y'all thought about it, y'all. It was kind of on a lax side, only because I was really trying to tell. The reasons why we fell out. It wasn't just because of that big argument about the money. It wasn't even just because of that. It was also because she treated me like a backup friend. It was also, that's what she treated me like a backup friend, you know what I'm saying? It was also because she didn't really, I feel like when she was cool with Unknown, like I said, she treated me like a backup friend, and like, she would only call me when she needed me or when they wasn't talking, you know what I'm saying? But when they was talking, it was, oh yeah, push you to the side, you know, so that kind of thing. So it wasn't just about the money. It was multiple things leading up to that. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully y'all enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all enjoyed the story time. I'm finna tell y'all why I wasn't on the 2 for a little bit. So, if you didn't know, now you know. But like I mentioned, my birthday was April 11th. You know your girl's an Aries. Say not y'all, but your girls are Aries or whatever. So when I told you I was gonna post, right? I remember when I told you I was gonna post or whatever, like try to post a lot or whatever. I wasn't lying. I was this year. I really didn't want to try to post a lot, but it just when my birthday came around, I was kind of like, because I wanted to do things for my birthday, but I also wanted to like take a break and stuff like that or whatever. So that's it for this video, y'all. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share to your mom, your granny, your papa, your dog, your cats, the neighbor down the street, the neighbor up the street, the neighbor all the way on the other side of the road, the neighbor that live in West Bumble Freak. Okay, everybody. But that's it. That's and I'm gonna see you guys in the next vlog video. I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Okay, bye.